Okay, so the water treatment plant here uses two types of package plants, Neptune microflow and upflow plate settlers. And what the hell?
Yeah, welcome to the world of what I see that you guys write. Move closer.
True.
We have a Neptune microflow package plant that was here in put down in 1973, and then we expanded and added a
Upflow plate settler?
no.
What is that?
We added mixed media filters.
Okay.
So we have two sets of filters. Each can do 1 mgd each.
Of the mixed media?
1 mgd each.
Okay.
The plate settlers are coagulation, flocculation, settling. That's the plate settler function after you add the chemicals, and then effluent from that goes to the filters. Pumping capacity right now of 1.5 mgd. We have two pumps that do 1 million gallons a piece, and then if we turn them both on, we can put 1.5 through the plant.
So,
and we're going to get a third, so that we're going to eventually set it up so that each pump does 1.5, and then have redundancy for 2 million gallon capacity. Our demand is not that much now.
okay.
Maybe 0.4 mgd.
So do you have, what are your, how big, you got, it says you have 3 500,000 gallon water tanks, all at the same heights.
Those are not.
That's
We
not
have
true.
3 500,000 gallon tanks, reservoirs. 2 are at one equal height, and the third is above, elevated above the first 2.
Okay. 4 package filtering systems running in parallel, always at least 2 at a time, 2 of the original plants or 2 of the newer ones.
Yes.
True. The 2 older package plants are tube settlers and actually work better than the newer ones. True or false?
Yes.
The two newer package plants are angle plate settlers. It's your upflow plate settler. Is that an angle?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's false. Upflow. Each package plant has a 1 mgd per day capacity.
Yes.
Nalco brand polymer is the flocculation filter aid for the system.
Yeah. We're using Nalco still.
Yep.
Really?
How many times are the sand filters backwashed? Once per day?
It's on demand. It's head loss.
As needed.
But it is head loss, though. That's better than
Or
as
turbidity.
needed. That means they're waiting for head loss to kick it in.
Or turbidity.
As needed for NCU. So what? It says chlorine is diluted from what down to what?
At the wastewater plant.
The wastewater plant is
We do it
12 to
here
6.
also.
What do you, same thing, 12
Yes.
to 6?
What is that?
12%.
Yes,
Where's your dechlor set?
diluted to 6%.
Not here. We do not dechlor here.
But at the other plant, it's at the effluent. What do you think,
Yes.
dechlor? At the effluent,
Effluent meter in that.
effluent metering there.
So it would be a match, it would be a match for
0.05 for dechlor? Yeah, 0.05 or 0.06. I think they give us a 0.06.
Is it ammonia? Chlorine. Chlorine.
Dechlor,
Okay.
when we're talking dechlor.
That was back to
not
the
down
effluent.
there.
How did your wastewater plant lower ammonia levels to the river?
In the future.
Strictly filter?
We're adding a
In the
treatment
future.
filter, we hope. 4 filters, two in each. So one can backwash while the other continues to give you some water.
4 filters and they're all mixed in together.
To come back.
Yes.
How many detention tank clear wells?
2.
Woohoo!
2.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
New plant, new plant.
Plant.
So
New
green,
plant.
the light green is old Neptune
plant.
microflock. These are plate settlers, and the blue over there are new filters.
Back far corner.
Flow comes in here through a static mix, add chemical static mixer to either or combine plate settlers, and then out to filters and goes to chlorine detention, out to reservoir.
How often do you have to, you just keep adding to
Soda ash is a bag.
We mix it at, right now we're mixing it at 8%. And we gotta mix it about every third day. We could go longer than that, but about every third day. We can buy 48% alum liquid. We used to have bags of alum too, but with the plant expansion we did the big tank. So alum, soda, flocculate, coagulate, flocculate, settle out. Effluent goes to filters. And then again we backwash on demand. Just before it gets to the filters, we add a filter aid that gives us a little better flock.
What would that be?
We're using Nalco.
One MGD intake pumps.
It's we got 15. We put 15 horse on the pump. No, the river pump.
What kind of polymer is
Nalco. Filter and polymer. Nalco is
So there's 1 MGD each.
correct. No,
Together,
alum is the
they do
coagulant.
1.5.
The polymer is the
plant
filter aid.
can
So
handle
they come
two.
at two different spots. The alum comes early on and gets flash mixed in there to help form the flock to get it to stick in the settler, and then the polymer is at the very end, just before it hits the filter. We add a polymer to try to get it to bind up so it sticks and adheres to the filter.
That's the name. What is it?
Surface scattering.
Meter, but it only works when it's on and it's not on.
Light.
Light scattering for NTU with the raw water.
We siphon back out of the plate settler, and then it comes through here. So
They're not actually treating any raw stuff right now.
no,
It's like,
yeah. That's what. When the plant comes on, then it'll flush that out, and then we can about 5 minutes. So we have turbidimeters on the raw. We have it on the plate settlers effluent. We have it on the each filter effluent and the combined effluent. When it's above a 0.2, we know we got problems, so we come down and fix it. We seldom have more than a 0.2 get into the clear well. If it is, it's not for very long.
What normally causes that?
Chemical imbalance, so you got turbidity bump in the river that you don't have the right chemical balance for, and then it.
that's just because the clockness is so pristine. I mean,
We're pretty happy. We got a reservoir here, so it's buffered. We got a reservoir up above us that helps buffer things, but it went from 2 to about a 7, and then then a couple days of 7, and then it'll drop back down.
Turn off the pH?
No, turbidity. Flagellation, flocculation, settling, and then filters in this unit here. It goes through the plate settler first, and then comes through this. No, that's plate settler and filter. So that's why this does a better job than
Plate setter, filter, or
so you can go up on either or. Watch your head and feet and stuff.
new plant, the 2 plate settlers, either or, you can go down either one. And then from here we go over to 2 choices, back to the old plant, up through their plate settler. The double settling gives you better luck with the old plant. Or, as you see, we come on down here at the end of the plate settler. Okay, you can see some of the NTU values here coming off the plate settlers. And down here and into our filters. This is the new plant. Again, filter 4.32 NTU, filter 3.255 NTU. 1720E turbidity meter, good old hawk everywhere.
See it better without lights on.
There we go.
But you should be able to see a definite flock. If you don't, you're probably not getting results out there. So there isn't much, so there's not a very big flock. You know, it's only 7 NTUs coming in, so it's not gonna.
Not much.
So after this is after a rapid mix, we bring it in here, slow mix it, get it ready to go up through the plate settlers.
Does it go this way?
Yeah, it's going that way.
This way?
Yep.
Wow, it looks a lot higher than here.
Goes right over here. The plate settlers. So you can see the angles of the plates in here. Pushes.
You can see a definite. It's going to be micro.
Yeah, but we can see.
Yeah. So if it's flocculated, then you're going to have a pretty good chance of good results through your filter. If it looks a little mercury, then you know, I may make it through, I may get called out.
Yeah.
But the turbidity's about the same.
Okay.
It's just a big block, and then it goes over there and gets tapped on the filter. You know.
So it goes from here to the blue.
This one here goes to the old one, and then this one over here, same design, goes to the new filter over there.
And down here.
Lamella plate 2 plate settlers. You can see the plates right here at a nice angle as things upflow. The flock that has been made by the alum has then formed a nice little trident micro flock. Rapid mixing, slow mixing, then we get the angles, and you can really see where the flocks have settled on the plates themselves. Overflow weir here, and this is going to go to the old plant. The other side, the other newer plate tube settler goes to the newer filter rack. Block here that we made, which then go in here to the filter. Yep. Chemical mixing over here. Let the flock grow right here and get trapped by the plates.
Build up and then
Build
flock
up.
off.
Settle over, put on over here, and then stick to the filter.
solid come off the bottom, and then the clear stuff comes off the top, and we send the clear stuff to the filter. Either or. This one goes to there. That one, when it's operating, goes to there. So we don't have, we're just doing one underneath, so it's just one set of pumps.
Estacada water plant here, doing the jar testing to determine coagulation dose. Even with a timer right here. Bird. Alright, here we go. Jar testing done here at the Estacada water plant.
Chris?
He's way over there.
jar test. As soon as I figure out what we're dosing at. We changed it.
Jar test here to determine what the coagulant dose should be, so we optimize our chemical.
What are we dosing at? 20, 12? I thought we were 15.
You're short, Mr. Tracy.
Alright. We mix this to 1% solution, so 1/10 is 1 part per million.
What are you adding, Dave?
This is alum.
What are you adding now, Dave?
Soda.
Soda ash.
Same amount for each one?
So,
What are you adding the soda for?
that's because the combination has to be right.
To coagulate.
It likes a certain ratio. But if it's not, we won't make blocks.
Based on that.
You put the same amount in each one.
I did 2 15/7s and 2 20/12.
How long does it usually take?
It takes about 3 minutes here, and then 3 minutes slower, and then maybe another 3 minutes. You should start seeing block after the 6 minutes. If there's a lot of turbidity, you'll see it after the 3 minutes. With the low turbidity, it takes a little longer.
How often do you do this test, sir?
Just when the turbidity changes. Or else I just go in and look at the history and say, I know what the turbidity coming in. I know what it should do. Let's try that first.
That's just from, yeah, from experience then, right?
He's watching the weather forecast.
No, it goes down and then we can see it.
At the same rate you have out in your system. So if you got 5 minutes detention time in your flash mix section, then you do 5 minutes and work your way through. This has worked for us.
Slowing it down now, we have a mix, slower mix. We're in time for
So
another 3
we do
minutes.
have block.
3 minutes.
What does that say? This
We're about 0.4.
There's 2, 15, 7, 22.
There's a fly in there.
That's the big thing to way up there. Now 3 minutes of fast 3, slow 3, simulating exactly the time frames that exist kind of at this point.
I'm happy with that.
And he's happy with that, at least 2022. Really sick.
Those two are the same.
I don't like
What you do is you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you take the best one, and then you set up four at that rate, because you can get one that looks good, but the next time you set it up and at 4 at a time, maybe not. So you got to go back and restart. But generally, I do 1, 2, 3, 4 variations, and then take the best one and set up all 4. If it shows good, the same as the other, then
And you probably
Generally.
looking for it, like you say. You know, you do it enough, you kind of get a little idea of what you're doing. I've done before, it looks to me the best, but I'm looking at it.
Doing a dart test here.
Release it here.
Oh no, I think where he is. I just figured you'd go come along to the right.
Yeah.
Just bring it to zero?
Yeah.
I've never used one of this kind. Empty? Here, consumer? Alright, try again, so. Back here again?
Yeah. We're good.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's picking up the speed. She's going to do the dart test. So we did 2 and 2. We like the 20.2. Now we're going to do 4, I think, of the 20.2 to get a good look-see. So there's a little bit of science here. Sometimes you do 4 individual doses to figure it out and optimize it, and then you do 4 of the best-looking one to get a second viewpoint here. 3 minutes rapid, 3 minutes slow. Take a look at the end and see what looks the best. And the extra is just wasting chemicals. You're trying to find the sweet spot. And we're adding 2 again, soda ash here as well. Did the fast and the slow, 4 reps of the 22. That looks real good here.
You cut up carrots and just stick it in. I don't know, every time I went to the burrito truck they had hot carrots and I was
Did the fast. After it comes from the first plate tube settler from over here, here's another settler right in here, allowing things to slow down. This is the old train, and then again we have the ability with the honeycomb design here to get things to settle out. And then over here we have a mixed media filter here, dual media filter. Looks like we got some anthracite over some sand for this one, as well as this one. This is the old plant, but we got a plate settler in front of it, multiple settling chambers here, and then the new one is the far. You can actually follow the piping. The inner one comes in to feed this old plant. The outer one goes over to the filter over there as well. Estacada Water Lab, the 850 colorimeter, 2100p turbidity meter, with a Sunshine 3 pH probe. And here we've got, smells real cheap right here.
When this blue line kicks on, the plant's running, then it shuts off.
Plant SCADA system.
So you look at the raw turbidimeter, when the plant's on, it's pretty stable every time. It just bounces up and down when it's off, or when the plant starts, it shuts off.
Sucks it up.
And we got our backwash flows.